Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make a keto chicken pizza. So we're going to use ground chicken. This is going to be our crust, and we're going to go ahead and add a bunch of seasonings to it to make it especially delicious. So I've got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. I grate the Parmesan in the blender so it's got this really nice powdery consistency. We'll go ahead and add about 1/2 cup of mozzarella. And we'll add 3 cloves of garlic. Do you love garlic? Pizza and garlic, you gotta have it, right? So add your whole clove of garlic with the peel and just go ahead and give it a press right in there. It's going to come right out the side. Look, there's a little bit here. And the little cleaning tool that tucks in the handle allows you to scrape it off and to pull out the skin if it didn't stick on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 more of those. You can use ground turkey if you prefer. Chicken, though, tends to be a little bit sweeter, so it'll taste really good in this. Okay, we're gonna add a teaspoon of Pampered Chef Italian seasoning. This is so delicious. This recipe comes from the All Recipes website, and it suggests that you add some fresh basil, which I don't have. So instead, I'm gonna use some of our basil pesto. Oh, that smells so good. Seasoning, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add it now. About a teaspoon. All right. You're gonna add salt and pepper. I'm gonna skip the salt because there's some of that already in the basil pesto mixture. And I'm gonna let the mixer do all of the work. So we're gonna use this attachment here. My oven's preheating at 400. And go ahead and put that on there. So I love the presets on our stand mixer. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it to mix. And reduce it to just 45 seconds. It doesn't take long at all. It'll mix it perfectly. There we go. Okay, it's all done. There's a handle on the back side here that I'm gonna lift so that the arm comes up. Everything's perfect. So if you're mixing up meatloaf or meatballs, you'll love using your stand mixer, and it's not over mixed. So you're gonna line your bar pan with parchment paper, and we're gonna press this between 2 sheets of it because it's sticky and it'll just be so much easier. I like using a stone with sides on it because if there's any juice from your mixture, it won't dribble off into your oven. So go ahead and just press it out until it's about no more than 1/2 inch thick. And I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much fill all of this. You can use a roller if you want to. The meat is soft enough that it's pretty easy to do this way. You want it to be on parchment because we are gonna flip this to make sure that both sides cook nice and evenly. Okay, let's peel it back and see how we're doing here. I can see there's a spot there. You can kind of fill in the spaces. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, I just pulled this out. It has been in the oven for 22 minutes, and now we want to flip this. So that's why you need the parchment paper. The parchment doesn't stay hot though, so you can just pick it up carefully on the hot stone, and I'm just going to flip it over and take it off. Now this is going to serve as our crust. So think about building your pizza just like you normally would, right on top of this hot crust. I'm just gonna use some marinara sauce. You can use pizza sauce, whatever you have. I'm gonna give this a quick stir in case it's separated. I like to use Rao's because it doesn't have a bunch of junk in it. Not a lot of sugar. So there we go. What do you like to put on your pizza? Do you like to do all meat or do you like to do vegetables? Certainly with this one, our crust is meat and some cheese. So it's going to be high protein, and it's going to be a great alternative that's gluten-free. So go ahead and add your pizza layer or your cheese layer to make a pizza. And then I'm going to do pepperoni mushroom because those are the toppings that my husband especially likes. I like a veggie pizza, but he loves pepperoni mushroom. It's going to be a great alternative for anybody who can't have gluten or if you're keto. Okay, and I've got some mushrooms. I slice these with the cup slicer. Simple. I have enough seasoning in the base that I'm not going to bother, but if you want to add some more Italian seasoning on top, you really can. Okay, I'm going to put this back in the oven for, we'll kind of eyeball it for about 20 minutes or until everything is nice and browned. Stay tuned. This looks so good. Now remember, when we patted this meat out, it filled the whole stone bar pan, and just by cooking, it has shrunk. I ended up cooking once I put the toppings on, I cooked it for about 20 minutes longer. And the idea is to make sure your crust starts to brown a little bit so that you're going to have a chewier crust. So I'm just gonna take my pizza cutter. You can cut with metal right on your stoneware. You're not going to hurt it. And when you get to the edge, flip this over. There's a crust cutter on the end, and it helps you separate when you get into a section of your stone where you can't reach all the way in. So let's take a look at the base here. It's going to be chewy. Can you see? It's hot. You see it? It's bendy, it's chewy. It's going to be an amazing pizza. I hope you'll give this a try. It's a great alternative for your family's pizza night. Enjoy.